Australia at a crossroads when government mistook entry for belonging. Have you ever noticed how quickly the conversation changes when someone asks what it means to become Australian? Not where a person was born, not what language they speak, not the colour of their skin, but what shared obligations, loyalties, values and civic expectations actually define belonging as. For many Australians, that question feels increasingly difficult to ask. Governments count arrivals, they count visas, they count permanent residents, they count citizenship ceremonies, they count population growth. But belonging is harder to measure. A passport can be issued, a visa can be granted, a citizenship certificate can be printed. Yet none of those things automatically create attachment, loyalty, trust, or shared identity. Somewhere along the way, entry and belonging begin to be treated as though they were some one and the same thing. They are not. A nation survives because its citizens share more than geography. They share a civic understanding, a common legal authority, a common expectation of conduct, a common belief that the nation itself deserves loyalty above competing political, tribal, ethnic or religious claims. And for decades, Australian institutions increasingly focused on successful entry, processing applications, providing services, managing settlement, celebrating diversity. Yet the harder question received less attention. What happens after arrival? What binds millions of different people into a single national community? Belonging cannot be legislated. It cannot be purchased. It cannot be created through administrative paperwork. Belonging develops when individuals willingly adapt and adopt the responsibilities, expectations and civil culture of the nation they enter. When governments stop defining those expectations clearly, confusion fills the space. Citizens become uncertain what they are defending. New arrivals become uncertain what is expected of them. Institutions become hesitant to distinguish between inclusion and assimilation. And the result's not immediate conflict. The result is gradual fragmentation. Different communities begin living alongside one another while sharing fewer common assumptions about identity, authority, culture, history, and obligation. And the nation remains physically united, but psychologically, socially, culturally, spiritually, separation slowly grows. And the issue is not whether people should belong. The issue is whether governments still understand what belonging requires. Because if entry becomes the achievement and belonging becomes optional, the future challenge will not be the managing diversity. It will be preserving unity. I'll see you in the next episode when diversity became a substitute for cohesion.